Hello Steelers, and welcome to another Bench Report hobby update. Another week has gone by and some more painting has happened this week. I managed to get quite a lot done. I think I was away the other week, so I just things fell off a little bit, but I've been slowly chipping away and I was hoping that I would get them finished, but I've actually managed to finish off the entire Malaya Air War projects that I've been working on for the last month or so, I think, a couple of months. The 3D printed 1600 aircraft that I got over from Paul over at Sabotaged. So I finished off the Blenheims. These were the Mark 1's Fs. These are the Night Fighter versions. I painted them black underneath. I was looking at photos of 62 Squadron and they were painted with the duck egg blue underneath, but I thought I want to make them different from the Mark 1's, so I did them with black underneath. Makes no difference, you're not going to see the underneath anyway, either way when they're on the table. I also did as well the Vickers Wildebeest. These are the biplanes. So I got these finished as well. These are torpedo bombers. Jim had designed these actually relatively recently, and then Paul printed these up for me. I just did 12 of these, and then finally I did the other 12 A6M20, so I've now got 24 of them. There's the latest ones I did are the green ones, the later war ones, so just gives me a little bit of manoeuvrability if I want to play games later in the Pacific War. So that, as I said, has actually brought to an end the entire project, the Malaya project. They're completed. I've also made a showcase video as well because it was such a big project that I thought, right, let's do this. And I've got that put together, recorded, videoed, uploaded, and that will be out on Monday, I think. I can't remember what time I put it out, whether it's going to be in the evening or if it's in the morning. Just look out for it. I can't remember. I have scheduled it, but you'll see it when it comes out. Just check back later on Monday and you'll see it. Also, as well though, I turned my attention back to the Wild West, and I painted the Peter Pig Native Americans, the Plains Indians that I got, 16 figures. I did all these together. These will be used as generally as random events when they appear, but you could also make a gang of these as well if you really wanted to. There's nothing stopping you. And also you'll see that they're on bases for the henchmen as well, so the Indians sometimes appear as threes, so do the henchmen. So these I got from Paul again over at Sabotaged. So thanks for that, Paul. These were a really quick paint job, just literally green, ink wash, dry brush, and then some static grass and little tufts and things. But these will be perfect for the henchmen and, as I say, the Indians as well. Also sticking with the Wild West, I painted a water tower. I got this from Sarissa. This took me about 10 minutes to paint because it came through the post. This is for the railway station that I'll talk about in a second. But I got this. This was meant to be in the first load of stuff I got from Sarissa, so I actually got this in the post as well this week. Came later. It was they'd sent me a bridge instead, I think you might remember, so very quickly they've turned it around and sent this through to me, so that was great. Really good customer service there. I also as well started, I mentioned it, they started this railway station. I got this in the post from Sarissa, and you can see here it is 99% done because I started roofing it and the bloody thing ran out. I ran out of tiles from Sarissa, so I had to put in another order to get some more roofing tiles in. They're on their way. I was hoping they would get here before the bank holiday, but they haven't, so I don't think they're going to get here now till Tuesday. I got a notice they've been dispatched, I think on Saturday, but now they are on the way. But as you can see, frustratingly, I got halfway down the other side of the roof and then just ran out of the tiles. I could have made my own out of paper or card, but they already do them, and they do them laser cut, and for a few quid basically I can finish them off, and I will use them in other things as well. Slightly frustrating because I wanted to use this in the next What a Cowboy campaign scenario that I'm going to do, so I'm going to have to wait. I was going to record a couple this weekend, this long weekend, but instead of having to wait, so it might have to be next weekend that I record that, but it'll be when it is, because it won't take long to paint that at all when it comes here. But yes, that was the slightly annoying thing there. But also as well, just keeping my hand in with other stuff, I painted some big men or leaders for both for Iron Beam Shotmum and also for Chain of Command as well. And what I've done with these is, these are slightly different. I've put these guys on pennies, and a penny is 90mm in diameter. I usually use 15mm diameter MDF bases for my 15mm figures. So this is just going to make them stand out just a little bit more on the tabletop. And they'll be very useful for, as I say, big men in Iron Beam Shotmum, and also for the junior leaders and senior leaders that you get in Chain of Command as well. So dual purposes really with these ones, and that's what I want to do. I've also got another 8 or so here on the table you can see next to me. These are Germans. I'm just going to get these painted up. I ran out of Soviet SMG guys because I painted up all the ones that Dex gave me ages ago, so I decided I just ordered a Storm group from Battlefront, which has got a load of SMGs in it, so I'm going to turn a lot of those into these kind of individual penny based figures as well. So just to make things a bit more interesting, that's all really. And also, speaking of Dex, I got he gave me an SU-85 and an SU-100. Well, either or, whichever I wanted to make a while back, because he'd not used them. So I built these. I also made a building and painting video of these as well, which I've yet to edit, and also won't be out for a couple of months. But these are really nice kits, Battlefront ones. I did an SU-85 and a 100 because I've already got a couple of 100s, but I don't think I've got any 85s. So I did one of each, and they will just go into Chain of Command or anything else that I fancy using them for. So thanks for that, Dex, if you're watching. Yeah, so post-wise, I've already mentioned it. I've got the water tower from Sarissa, that came in the post. This train station as well from Sarissa, this also came in the post this week as well. The other thing I got, I've actually pulled the trigger on the Battle of Britain 1/600 figures as well from Paul. He, over at Sabotaged, he is currently printing them for me, so I'll expect those probably next week sometime. I don't know when, doesn't matter really, because you know they'll arrive when they arrive. But in preparation for that, I did the aircraft sheets for them, and I got these printed up at Docs Direct. So these are the actual sheets themselves here. So similar to the other ones, the Japanese ones that I did, and the Malayan ones, should I say. I got these all colour printed, 75 pages, cost me about 15 quid I think in total, and then I started laminating them here at home. I could have got them laminated at Docs Direct if I wanted to, but these are the ones I've done so far. So Spitfires, a couple of Hurricanes. I've also done a couple of Messerschmitts and BF 110s, just so I can actually play a game of it if I really wanted to, if I want to play Bag the Hun at some point, maybe even this weekend, who knows, with the 1/300th aircraft I've got from the Battle of Britain game. So yeah, I'm just going to work my way through those, get the rest of those printed up. I've got the laminating sheets as well, some extra ones, so I'm going to work my way through those and probably do those this weekend, just get them laminated and cut up. So I just thought, well, I'll get in ahead before they turn up, before the models turn up, so I'm ready to go and hit the floor running. So we're going to speaking to Simon on Thursday at this club, and he wants to have some games of Battle of Britain, Bag the Hun. So there's a contender. If nobody else will be up for it, and I'm sure they will anyway. And then speaking of the club, I was down there on Thursday and I took What a Tanker down. It's the first time I played it in ages actually. It's the first time I played it I think since I made videos about it a year or so ago during lockdown. And it was a great game. We had 9 players, 5 Germans and 4 Soviets. I took a load of early war tanks down, so the Soviets had a choice of T-34s, T-26s and BT-5s. The Germans had the Panzer IIIs, Stug 3 and also a what was it? It's the Panzer 38T as well. I also took down a sneaky KV-2 as well, and I basically printed out all the tank sheets. I took 30 tanks down, printed out a sheet for each of the tanks and shuffled them out to everybody, so you basically just got a random set. I split it between the two teams, you know, one side had the Germans, one side had the Soviets, but they all had completely random ones. And it was fantastic, really good laugh. We played it on a 6x8 table as well, which was great. We put two 6x4s together. And it really brought the game out because it gave you a chance to move about and stuff and do some flanking manoeuvres. But yeah, it was lots of laughs, lots of shouting, lots of banter, and yeah, it came down to a draw in the end of it. Gary's young Charlie, who's 18-year-old lad, came down, and he managed to take out 2 German tanks with his T-34, but then he got walloped at the end as well. Brilliant, right laugh, and as I say, just good fun for everybody. We were all having a really good laugh, so it's something I want to play again down at the club. The other thing as well is bank holiday weekend this weekend, so it's been a long weekend, so I figured, well, I may as well use the time to record a couple of games, and the first one I recorded is a First World War Cocking Up the Mud and the Blood Chain of Command game. I asked on the channel who wanted to see which, and Chain of Command just came in, just pipped Through the Mud and the Blood, so I did that. September 1917, German attack on British lines. I figured something slightly interesting, and I've been wanting to do some third Ypres stuff as well for a long time, so this was a chance to do that and get it on the tabletop. You know, shell-torn landscape, very typical of what most people think of the First World War. Great game, right down to the wire. I'll not tell you who won because I am going to be putting the video together anyway, and that will be out again probably towards the end of the year now, thinking about it. Looking at my schedule, I've got enough videos at the moment up till September, so any more are going to be pushing it on beyond September, so don't expect it anytime soon, but it will be out at some point. Now I think that's it really. I've got another 2 days off, today, Sunday and Monday. I'm thinking about playing another game. I'm not sure what. Perhaps I ain't been Shotgun with the dice version. Some people have been asking me about that. I've never played it, and I've been meaning to play it. And it is such a good game. And I also just recently did the I Ain't Been Shotgun game review as well. So I might do that just to test it out, see what it goes like. Do maybe an Eastern Front one or something. Time will only tell. But apart from that, I'll leave it at that, I think, because there's not much else to tell you. As I say, I'm just painting a couple of bits and pieces this weekend. I'll get them done, and yeah, there's been not much else. That's that kind of that's me done for the week, and I will see you in the next bench report.